are always so freaking hard to unfold. I just like to spend my money on things I don't need. Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Now that I'm back from my vacation, my face is terrible. So I'm gonna do the full Korean 10-step plus skincare routine to try to pop my face back to normal-ish as quickly as possible. So I'll be starting from top to bottom, and I added a couple things myself just to really get the routine to do what I needed to do. Generally, I have combination skin. It gets oily in my T-zone and top of my cheekbones, but otherwise it is pretty dry, textured. I do get whiteheads regularly, and then after being on the plane for so long, I definitely need some moisture packed into my skin, as well as get rid of all of this dead skin I can just feel on my face. So to start, I'm going to actually double cleanse. I'm gonna start with this rice water bright oil cleanser, and then I'll be following that up with my CosRx Salicylic Acid Daily Gentle Cleanser. I follow a few estheticians on Twitter, most notably Makeup for Women of Color, or WOC. I'll probably put her ad down in the description box. But most of them, if not all estheticians, recommend that you cleanse for an entire 1 minute. So I got my handy dandy timer here. Yeah, got my handy dandy timer here so that I can time myself while I cleanse today. My mirror's over here, so if you see me looking to the left, it's because my mirror's right here. Generally, oil cleansers are used as makeup removers. Most really good makeup removers will be oil cleansers because a lot of makeup nowadays is waterproof. But also, oil cleansers can help get rid of like deep inset dirt and oil and pollutants as well. The Twitter user that I follow went into the science behind it. I'm not even gonna try, but I do just love the way my face feels after I do a good oil cleanse. But now I'm gonna go rinse this off with water and then cleanse with my salicylic acid cleanser, which is a foaming cleanser, and I'll be right back. I am back with a cleansed face, a double cleansed face. Like I said, I like the way it feels when I double cleanse. It just feels already softer and more moisturized when I start with an oil cleanser. I still normally only double cleanse at night, but like I said, I'm trying to pop as much moisture back into this skin as I can muster. So the next step would normally be exfoliating, but I got this mask that I haven't used yet. It's one of the bubble masks. So this, from what I've researched, this kind of works like an exfoliator, because it's supposed to like really get into your pores and pull anything out of them, as well as get rid of any dead skin. However, the one that I picked up doesn't do your forehead for some reason. So I'm gonna be using this for the bottom of my face, and I'll be using my handy dandy NeoGen lemon peeling gentle exfoliators for my forehead and whatever the mask doesn't cover, so under my chin as well. This thing looks weird and feels weird. Where's the, okay, that's the mouth. as you can see, it leaves a lot of exposed skin. I'm supposed to leave it on for 10 minutes though, so I'm gonna give this a try. It's already starting to bubble up, I guess that's what it's doing. I think this is interesting. Why would you ever create a mask that doesn't cover your whole face? And I know my face is probably bigger than the average Korean's, but whatever. I'm gonna see how this does. Okay, so it's been just over 10 minutes. I was slipping down on my lip. All right, so as you can see, it bubbled up quite a bit. Guess I'll go wash it off and see what my face feels like after using this. Actually, before I rinse it off, I figured you guys might want to see what it looked like underneath. As you can see, it did bubble up underneath the mask also. And the next step they did say on the packaging to rinse some. That's why I'm gonna go rinse this off, and then I'll get into the next step in my routine. Okay, so the area where that mask sat is really soft, which is nice, and it makes me wish that it actually covered my face. That did not feel like an exfoliator, so I am just going to exfoliate my whole face. That bubble mask felt more like a clarifier, so I definitely do feel like it probably did reach into my pores and get like that last bit of dirt out of them that might have been in there. So I'm really gonna get the dead skin off right now with this gentle exfoliator. So this is still a really gentle exfoliator, and for that I quite like it. I think it gets off the dead skin how I want it to without being too harsh. But in the future, I think I am going to work in a BHA exfoliator. It's more of a chemical exfoliator, and it's made for like oily to combination skin, and what is this? Hyperpigmentation. It can lighten that and things like that. So I want to get into that. Back before I started researching what I put on my face, and I just used to put anything on there, I bought this CosRx AHA, and thankfully, and like as you can see, I barely used it, and thankfully I did start researching what I should be putting on my face for my skin type, because this burned, and I found out it's because it is the exact opposite of what I need. AHA and BHA are similar. They're both chemical exfoliants, but they're for two different types of skin issues, and AHA is just not for the type of skin that I have. All right, so exfoliating is done. The NeoGen pads do leave a little bit of serum on your face, and I really like to hold on to that goodness. So I usually just try to pat it in. And because of that, I will be using a Korean toner today. Korean toners aren't like American toners. A lot of American toners are more for further clarifying. You use the pads to wipe even more gunk off your face. But Korean toners are generally to add more moisture to your face. So because I don't want to wipe off the goodness from the NeoGen pad, I will be spritzing my face with my Korean toner and just pressing it in, because like I said, I do want some more moisture after being on that plane for so long. So the toner I'm going to be using today is one that I used in my previous video also. It's the Centella, the CosRx Centella water alcohol-free toner. Yeah, and this one provides relief to irritated skin and replenishes moisture. I do have other toners. I have a bunch. You'll probably see them in future videos because I just like to spend my money on things I don't need. Alright, toner is done, so I'm going to go into the CosRx Centella Blemish Ampule. I don't use this every day anymore, but I do keep it. It's great. I like it. I used to use it every day. So this one I like to rub in vigorously so that I can also kind of give my face a nice little massage as I'm working. And because this is after a vacation where I got quite a lot of sun, even though I was really diligent about my sunscreen application, I'm still going to use this Aloe sheet mask because, I mean, one thing I didn't do was after sun care. It was suggested when you go to Bali to do a lot of after sun care, and I brought a bunch of aloe products to put on after the sun. I was so tired, I just didn't. So here I am now, trying to recover from me not caring about myself on vacation. Don't be like me, care about your skin. These things are always so freaking hard to unfold. Ha ha ha. That's what I'm talking about. A mask that covers the face. And it feels amazing. And the good thing about this kind of mask too, as opposed to like the bubble mask, the extra juices I can just rub where I want them to go. All right, this will be another 10 minutes. So I'll cut to 10 minutes from now. Okay, it's been more like 15 minutes, but you know, a little more aloe ain't never hurt nobody. Yeah. As you can see, I still got a little good juice on my face, and you just pack that in. You don't take that off. You just let that dry down and get all good in your face. It's really wet though. Alright, so while I let that finish drying down, before I do my final steps, I'm going to actually take care of my lips. They're really dry from not hydrating enough. I mean, you just can't get enough water when you're playing in the ocean and you're hiking and you're doing all these other things. And then when you're on these dry ass plains, that doesn't help at all either. So my lips are like really chapped. So I'm going to do this Etude House mint chocolate scrub. I really like it a lot. I got it as a Christmas gift and I've been in love with it ever since, actually. So normally I would wipe this off with just like tissue, and if I was at my vanity I would have some, but we're just gonna use this rag here. I won't need it anymore after. I can just wash it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, guys. What? Judging me. So I got the majority of the dead skin off. It'll come off in the next few days of me using it. It's a really good product. And I'm going to follow that up with Etude House's white chocolate mask. I also really like this too, and together those two, they just make my lips so perfect. It's a shame I don't have a boyfriend or something to kiss them afterwards. So my top lip is gonna need a little more TLC, so I'll probably just start doing the lip scrub and mask every night for a few days until I get my lips how I want them. And now that the aloe is nice and well into my skin, I'm going to moisturize. So right now I am addicted to this Jeju Sparkling Water Sorbet Cream. Throughout the year I'll switch moisturizers depending on the weather, and I think this is a really good summer moisturizer. I like it a lot. It's really light but still moisturizing. So it doesn't make my face feel heavy in the humidity and the heat. It doesn't feel like it melts off as the day goes on. It just really gets up in my skin. After that, I'm gonna go into my eye cream. It's a Care Zone Dark Zone Eye Cream. My under eye area isn't incredibly dark, but you know, you gotta fight that off before it gets bad. So I already use eye cream. I don't use it every day, but I do try to use it often. You know, combat them signs of aging before you start aging, right? You gotta make sure that black don't crack, right? Sometimes I just use my finger. Sometimes I use a brush. Today I'll be using a brush to apply. Now, if you are gonna be using your finger and you're using this video for tips, it's recommended to use your ring finger and still just lightly, because even if you try to do it lightly with your index finger, oftentimes you're still applying too much pressure. So the ring finger is the one that's recommended by most specialists. But I think that I'm still a little too heavy with my ring finger, so I'll switch to the brush. And I also just feel like I can be more precise with the brush. Sometimes when I use my finger, I actually do get some in my eye because I'm an idiot. And one of the final steps I'll be doing is SPF, because I will be leaving my house today. I promise I won't just stay inside all day, and we do have quite a few hours of sun left, so I'm gonna go ahead and protect all of what I just put on my skin. Now, I have seen some articles that say you put on SPF first and then moisturize, and I just want to say that's wrong. You need to put on SPF last, because the moisturizer is last in skincare because it seals everything into your skin, but SPF seals all of that in, and it protects your skin. It's also, you should think of it as more of a makeup type of product as opposed to a skincare type of product. And 100% definitely, if you're using SPF, you need to be using an oil-based cleanser to get it off your skin at the end of the day, because it is more of a makeup type of product. And I really like the Black Girl sunscreen. It's very moisturizing. It does its job, but I think it's a bit oily for my face. So if you have something else to recommend to me, I'll probably continue to use this on my body, because, you know, support Black-owned businesses. But I might like to try something else on my face. So if you have a recommendation, drop it in the comment section and I'll probably check it out. Because the Black Girl sunscreen leaves my skin looking oily, I put on my Cover FX deep setting powder. It doesn't look like I'm wearing anything when I put this on, but it soaks up some of the shine that my face gets after using my sunscreen. All right, and that is my, I just got back from vacation and my skin was trash makeup routine. That was a little more than 10 steps. Let me count it out. That was 13 steps with the lip products. Everything that I used today will be down in the description box if you want to check anything out. Remember, like I said, if you have any other recommendations for a good SPF that isn't gonna leave me as oily looking, I'm definitely down to try it. I mean, I have a system with the setting powder, but if I can cut down on one more step before I go to work, that'd be great, because your girl always running late. Alright, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. There will be more like this coming. I have low-key gained an addiction for K skincare. So if you want to see me try out a bunch of new K skincare products, or ones that you were curious about but you can't get your hands on, just drop that down in the comment section and I'll pick it up and I'll do like a K skincare try-on thing. I gave you guys my skin type, so, you know, let's try to keep it in there, but I'll try whatever. I'll just go get a facial afterwards. But alright, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit like on this video. And if you want to get notifications about new videos, ring that bell.